Bitch, you let me on my own. Ay, I took that dirty now.
Peace. What's up, guys? Let's talk about Crown Jewel for November the 6th, 2022. This show overall was pretty decent for the most part. The only problem that I have was with the main event. I felt the main event went a tad bit too long for my liking. I felt like they still could have done what they did in less time. I feel like we should have gotten, at best, a 15-minute match, and you still could have done all the things that they did within a 15-minute time frame. That's just me, because the match started at, 3:10? But, I digress. Overall, like I said, the show was good. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below. So, Titus O'Neil, he welcomes us to Crown Jewel with a really good video package, hyping up the matches. First match, we start off real hot and heavy. Fight Club style. 2 fucking lions, 2 warriors, 2 gladiators going to fucking war. That being Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. So Lashley made his entrance. Before we got Brock's entrance, we got a video package hyping up the 2 men. So Brock makes his entrance. Him and Lashley, they brawl. Lashley hits a spear very quickly. Then Lashley hits another spear through the barricade. Lesnar selling his leg in this match. Towards the end of the match, Lashley locked in the Hurt Lock, but Brock rolls him up. Post-match, Lashley locks in the Hurt Lock. So this sets up the rubber match. Now, they could do the match again at Survivor Series and end the feud there, or they could wait and actually build story some more and have a decisive finish at the Royal Rumble. And I think that's where they're going to go with this. It actually makes the most sense, and I'm fine with it, because we don't need to see these guys again within just a 3-week time period. We don't need that shit. Seriously. The same goes for Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. Same thing applies to their feud as well. So we got a video package talking about Liv Morgan, how she grew up in a family of 6 kids and how she was raised by her mother. So she comes from a single parent household, so kudos to her for making it. That's fucking awesome. Damage Control, Io Sky and Dakota Kai versus Asuka and Alexa Bliss for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. This was a rematch from this past Monday. This was a lengthy match for whatever reason. I was like, what the fuck? Why is it going so long? This went about a little over 20 minutes. I'm like, damn. So Nikki Cross, she gets involved towards the end. She throws Alexa off the top rope, and Damage Control, they get the win. So I'm okay with this, but I also have a problem later on in the show, and we'll go over that when we get there. So we get a Becky Lynch video package. So Logan Paul, he arrives to the arena. He's accompanied by his brother, Jake Paul, and their entourage. The fans pop. And Logan says, all it takes is just one lucky punch to defeat Roman Reigns. Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre in a steel cage. This was a lot better than their match at Extreme Rules, the strap match. I dug this a lot more than that match. So basically, Scarlett, she got involved, and she maces both Drew and the ref. So we come towards the end of the match. Scarlett gets involved again, and she attempts to open up the cage door for Karrion to crawl out of, but McIntyre is able to climb over the cage with both feet touching the floor before Karrion could climb out of the cage door. So I'm fine with that, I guess. And the announcers, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett, they were mentioning this on commentary, saying that, Drew really needs this win. Drew needs this. So I knew when they said that, yeah, he's going to win. It does make sense. This allows their feud to progress. Personally, I want this to kind of have a little bit of a breather, because it would be really fucking dumb for them to revisit this match at Survivor Series. And I know we need shit on the card, but we don't need to see Cross and McIntyre 3 within a 3-week time period. We need this story to continue and develop and give us more meat on the bone. So hopefully we get the third and final rematch at the Royal Rumble, which all signs seem to be pointing to. But then again, this is Triple H, so we very well could see him fast track this match and just run it back again at Survivor Series, because that card needs to be fleshed out as well and fully finalized. And right now all we have is just the War Games matches. So, who gives a shit really about War Games, though? Just being honest. Next, the Bloodline. They arrive in style. They arrive to the arena. Byron's trying to interview them, and they all ignore him. Roman, the Usos, and Solo. But Paul obliges, and he says that Logan Paul won't be able to hit that one lucky punch on Roman. So, okay. Interesting. The Judgment Day versus the OC. So, they mentioned on commentary that Rhea said they told her to look at her hair, and it was how Beth Phoenix had her hair at Extreme Rules. So that's really fucking cool right there. I dug that. And then they said on commentary, the late great Beth Phoenix. So they are essentially leading up towards Beth and Rhea, which is great. I'm glad that that's going to be a thing. And you can kind of draw that out some. I'm trying to think, though. Is 3 weeks enough to build the story, though? Could they tell an actual story in 3 weeks with Survivor Series looming? I don't know. I'm gonna say yes. So there's that. So Rhea does get involved in the match. She does cost AJ the match. Balor wins via the coup de grace. I'm trying to see if we're going to still continue the Balor and AJ feud. That seems more likely that it's going to continue. It makes the most sense. The feud between Judgment Day and the OC, that's not over anyway. So you can kind of stretch this out some more. But we probably need to do Balor and Styles again. And they'll probably run that back at Survivor Series. Moving on. We get a video package hyping up Seth Rollins. Next, the third and final big beefy men match, which was Omos versus Braun Strowman, a match that I was actually excited for. Yes, I'm going to be fucking honest with you guys. I was excited for the match, and the match overall was pretty decent. It was short, it was sweet, but I dug it. You know, I thought they were going to go with the powerbomb finish that Strowman's been doing for the last, month and some change now, but they chose to go with the running power slam finish, and Omos dominated most of this match. So there was a point in the match where Strowman, he went out to the ring and tried to do the train around the ring, the train run that he typically does, but he's met with a massive clothesline by Omos, and Braun wins via the running power slam. So MVP was not at Crown Jewel. He was taken out at last night's taping by Strowman, potentially writing MVP off. So if the rumors are to be true and believed, it seems like they might reunite the Hurt Business, which would be great. Because Lashely did work the match with Brock as a heel, so I'm guessing they could do the Hurt Business as heels. I don't know though. Maybe Lashely worked as a heels because they were in Saudi. I'm not sure, but mostly in the U.S. and in the U.K. and stuff like that, Lashely is like the number 2 babyface on Raw. So I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. Next, the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, they did mention on commentary that Jey Uso suffered an injury. I don't know if that was for storyline purposes or what, but he injured his, I think it was his left elbow in the, on the European tour. So they did mention that on commentary, and they played into it in the match. The Usos, they retained the titles via the one and done. So I'm fine with that. And they are going to retain their titles this coming Friday against the New Day. I said it before, I said it again. The Usos, well, the Bloodline period, it won't be over until they all lose their championships at WrestleMania. That's when it all comes crashing down. Mark my words. We get a Cody Rhodes video package, which was great. Now, here's where we take a nosedive. Bianca Belair versus Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship in a last woman standing match. I will say this. I did like the match overall. I did. I liked it. But I fucking hated the ending. It was utter shit. I also hate the fact that the rest of Damage Control didn't get involved in the match. Didn't make any sense. Bayley is a heel. Now, she did heel tactics here, like when they were outside the ring, and she would act like she tweaked her ankle or whatever, so she got the upper hand there in that aspect. There was this one spot where Bianca was taken out by Bayley, and she got into a golf cart, about to run Bianca over. She dodges that. The two of them, they brawl on the golf cart. Bianca knocks her out. She drives the good cart to the ring. So Bayley attempts to do the rose plant, but it's reversed into the KOD. And it goes onto the chair, where the chair is like standing up. And then Bianca puts her into a ladder, and she holds the ladder, and the ref counts 10, and that's how Bianca retains. I'm fine with this, I am, but I'm just shocked that the rest of Damage Control didn't get involved here. But I don't know. And this is why they're not over. This is why. But you can't do anything about it now because, you know, they have to prepare for Survivor Series. And this officially means that the Bianca and Bayley feud is finally over. And I don't know who they're going to feud Bianca with going forward from the Royal Rumble next year all the way up to WrestleMania. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. I really don't know. I don't even know who they could push. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. I guess you could do Rhea Ripley, but do you want to really do that right now, though? Then you can always do Charlotte. I don't know. I'm just throwing some stuff out there, but it could be either of those two women. It just depends if they will mesh together well. I know Bianca and Rhea would mesh perfectly. Bianca and Charlotte, I don't really know about that. I really don't. Charlotte can be kind of fucking botchy. Next, we had a really good segment, Bray Wyatt. So he got a really good pop from the Saudi crowd. And I wish that this actually would have ended the show and not the main event of Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns. But I see why they ended the show with that. So Bray says that he's Bray Wyatt and that he comes from a prestigious family. And that he said that he wore a mask and how he loved it, but it's not him. He said that nobody loves him and that he doesn't even love himself anymore. So he tells the crowd that his name is Bray Wyatt once again. They pop and they say, "We love you." Then Bray is interrupted by Uncle Howdy, who says that Bray should give in and wear the mask. And he said, "Don't be afraid to embrace who you truly are." So I dug this shit. This is fucking phenomenal. I'm really digging this final version of Bray. I'm digging it. I'm just trying to see when they're going to have him debut and wrestle. I don't know when that will be. It's not going to be. It's going to be before Mania. They're not going to, have him not wrestle before Mania. I'm guessing maybe Survivor Series, because you could do the reveal of Uncle Howdy and start that reveal, because you have 3 weeks to build the rest of Survivor Series. So why not have Uncle Howdy make his in-ring debut, or his debut rather, by by doing something with Bray, having a confrontation involving the two. But I really dug this shit. I'm really a fan of Bray's work. I always have been. I felt like Bray didn't need the Fiend character. Like, that was partly his idea as well as Vince's, with the whole immune to pain aspect. But I'm really, really digging the Uncle Howdy Bray Wyatt shit. Like, that's really fucking intriguing. And we'll probably get more out of this come Friday. So that'll probably close SmackDown. And finally, the main event, which was actually, decent. So Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. This was a decent match, but it went too long. And I feel that they could have still told the story that they told in about 15 to 20 minutes. We didn't need to go close to 30 minutes. We didn't need that. So, basically, the Usos, they get involved. They attack Logan Paul's entourage and super kick them. Jake Paul comes out to a really good crowd reaction. He takes out the Usos. Then Solo Sikoa, he appears. And both Solo and Jake, they're separated by officials and referees. And then Logan, he does land his one-piece punch, his 1-2 punch. But he also has to do a Superman punch as well. Reigns kicks out of that. Logan does a frog splash to the announce table, which we didn't need. And then Logan takes out the Usos with a crossbody. Logan gets back into the ring, and he immediately gets hit with a Superman punch into a spear for the 1-2-3. Roman Reigns retains. The Bloodline, they celebrate. And then Roman says, I'm tired of these YouTubers coming into my business and taking over. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna keep sending their asses back. And him and Paul Heyman, they embrace each other, and Paul says, my tribal chief, this is your glory. This is what you've done. And the Bloodline, they celebrate. So overall, like I said before, the show was solid. Actually, it was solid. You know, a little over 3.5 hours, but overall, it was still solid. And I dug the show for the most part. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. I do think that we are going to have the Bloodline get involved with War Games. I don't know who they're going to go up against, though. I really don't know. I don't know. But they need to start on building Survivor Series ASAP. Triple H needs to do that, like, this coming Monday. So, yeah. Alright, peace out, guys.
Everybody hides their head.